This is Christopher Holcomb again. Welcome to another phenomenal episode. With this episode, as I go through my journey of being a real estate investor. I'm a Motor City visionary. So as I go on my journey, you guys get to pretty much get to see behind the scenes without being edited and cut. Even though, I think about and give you what I've gone through, and you don't get the real time. But who gets real time, Behind the music don't give you real time, so why should I? But I give you as much as I can, information that I get, and I share it with you as soon as I get it. So what I really want to go over today and really talk about is as I'm going through my journey and networking, I'm meeting a lot of real estate agents. Realtors are great. I have much respect for them because, in my viewpoint, they're overworked and underpaid. Because you think about it, if they put in 30 hours, 20 hours a week for a 3% return, especially if they're not the listing and buyer's agent, then they pretty much only get 3%. And in the Detroit market, if you're selling a property for 30-something thousand, that's not much money. And especially the hard work of showing it, marketing it, putting it out there. So I just definitely want to give you kudos. But for me as an investor, it's kind of hard for any up-and-coming investors. You have to build that network with these realtors, with these agents, and even brokers. Primarily, I say it's kind of the issue I see is when you're in there trying to look for deals, trying to get buyers, let's say if you don't have the resources of cash flow or a buyer right on hand, it's kind of hard to waste investors, agents' time when they're like, hey, I'm showing you properties, but you're not buying anything. You know how many homeowners, wannabe investors they deal with day to day that calls them? I truly understand. They do not have time to waste on people, let's be honest, BSing around, playing games. So what I would advise, if you do want a deal, let's say you want a wholesale, let's say you want to flip or whatever, and you don't have the money or the resources, then I wouldn't exactly go get or contact the agent. Unless you have a personal relationship, that's one way. Another way is if you've done business with them before. Besides that, if you don't have anything established, it's very hard to deal with someone just off of, as we say, general purpose, GP, and say, hey, I'm an investor, I'm looking at these houses. You know what you're going to get? Be honest, you're going to get a listing. And they send listings to everybody, just straight off the MLS. That's nothing for them to do. They're not digging or doing any data drilling or finding or locating specifically for you. They're just saying, okay, this is your criteria. I'll send it out. Every time your criteria comes up, this is the kind of house you're looking for, it's going to send it to your email. That's not beneficial because you know how many people get that? You know, people can go out and look out there and find that before it even generates to you. So that's why I say it's very difficult in the beginning stages if you don't have the cash flow, if you don't have the resources to definitely let them know I got to earn this money deposit. I'm ready to buy and close in 7 days. We're going to do it through this title company. They're not really going to mess with you until you prove that. Once they do one deal with you and see, oh, he's not playing games, they're going to give you more attention. But if you just really burning bridges you don't even have, if you go in there and you don't have those resources or have a deal established, have a buyer on the other end, you got to be able to draw their attention. It's like looking for a pretty girl. All that gaming is BS. If you know how to hold a conversation and you have something to offer her and something that she's drawn to, it's the same way. If you don't have nothing, they're gonna be like, okay, you got to prove to me that you're the real deal, pretty much. And it's on your end, not on their end, because they deal with people every day and they deal with 3% or a little more if they get the 6%. So they're out here hustling just like you are. The thing is, they're hustling, dealing with a lot of headaches. I couldn't deal with it, day to day dealing with people. Now, if you're doing it part time, maybe as an agent it's cool. Like I said, I got much kudos. I got much respect for you guys. And as an investor in myself, I'm not going to make that call unless I know you and you know what I'm doing. And that's dealing with like-minded people, as I mentioned on other videos. Make sure if they only deal with investors, then they understand what you're doing, what you feel, because you definitely don't want to waste nobody's time and don't want to waste their time. And they think, you're an investor and you're going to buy and you got the EMD and you're ready to rock and roll, and you don't. Then they're going to be like, okay, I'm not going to return that guy's call. I'm not going to really deal with you. And they're going to push you to the back burner. So just be very careful when you're dealing with agents, brokers. If you got relationships with them, if you knew them and they know you and y'all have talked and dealt with in the past, maybe not even in real estate, but y'all have a personal relationship, I would go that route. If you're dealing with somebody you've done a deal before, that's good. Otherwise, if you're coming in just bare knuckles and they ain't got no skin in the deal, as some people say, it's going to be hard. So be courteous, understand where they're coming from, because they deal with this every single day, 365. If they're their full-time job, they deal with this. If they're their part-time job, then that tells you a lot right there. So realize this. Definitely, as a investor myself, I know this, and I really don't jump into investors unless I have that resource. And if I don't have other people's money or have my own cash, I don't even waste their time. I'll just go ahead and hit the streets like I'm doing now. So this is a tip. If you want to deal with real estate agents, realtors, or brokers, make sure you're ready. And make sure you present yourself exactly what you're looking for, so then they'll know if they can handle it. Because if they don't deal with investors, they only deal with homeowners. It's kind of hard to them have the same vision as you also. So once again, just bringing some more information that I've gone through and the lessons I've learned, so you don't waste your time. And at least these videos are helping people. And that's all I'm about, sharing my knowledge as I go. So once again, this is Christopher Holcomb. As always, if you like it, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, I got a lot of videos about a lot of other things, so you can check out my journey as I go. And feedback is always welcome, and you guys have a great day. I went a little long on this video. I do apologize, but it was good information. Y'all take it easy, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.